a contract change, I would be dismissed. Can you imagine that every single day and every single night, these unfortunate people have had a gun placed at their heads, and all they can think about every single moment of the day is, how am I going to cope? How am I going to keep my family? How on earth could our government have been so uncaring to put that pressure on these unfortunate people? And how the hell could they get on with their job when in the back of their mind they had this nagging pain? How the hell did they do it? I have no idea. I have no idea. And I think our politicians, every single parliamentarian that voted on these draconian measures, is a traitor to democracy.
Yeah!
And a criminal.
Now, I want to just express my utter contempt for the press. They have been complicit with these MPs, with the government, with Parliament, complicit in pushing their campaign of fear and disinformation. Every single person who asked a simple question was pilloried. They had their reputations trashed. Can you imagine people like Geert van den Bosch, a virologist in Belgium? He hasn't been allowed to speak on the television here. He's asked for debate. There has been no debate. Nothing. It's a travesty of our democracy.
Yeah.
Great.
A free press has a responsibility. The responsibility that they have is to tell the truth.
Yeah!
They haven't told the truth, and in fact, they're the enemy of the truth.
Yeah.
We've seen poor NHS people pulled into shows to explain why they're not vaccinated. James Wales belittles them. It's unbelievable. Jeremy Vines no better. Dr. Hillary, whoever he named, I don't watch television, by the way, so I don't know. But he just came out with the utter lies. 90% ONS figures, it's 45%. And what happens? The ONS, not the ONS, the Ofcom, they get a complaint from an ex-ONS person, and what happens? We don't hear about it. Why don't the BBC and other people report that there have been complaints? Why? Because they're the enemy of truth. Excuse me, I just need to collect some thoughts here. I have seen people like you, people like me, being asked, why do you believe you should not take the vaccine? Why? And when you give an opinion, we see the mainstream media press, what do? They say, but you're not a doctor. As if you need to be a doctor to have an opinion. It's ridiculous. Imagine you're going to buy a car. What do? You go and research it, don't you? You're not an idiot. You go and research it. You're not a mechanic. How can you make a decision on which car to buy then? That's their logic. It's ridiculous. And all the time, it's clickbait. There's an ego trip for them. We will show you this is an idiot. Now, let me tell you something. When Tony Blair came on, he told us, let's say I am unvaccinated. I'm not getting vaccinated. I'm 65, soon to be 66. I'm meant to be in a fairly high-risk category. Look at me. Am I unfit? Do I need a jab that nobody has actually understood? We were told that vaccination is 95% effective. What does that mean? If we have 1,000 people here, how many people will get infected? Can anyone tell me if it's 95%? 50. Correct. But what is the 95%? The press lied to everyone. The government lied to everyone. The pharmaceutical companies lied to everyone. Why did they lie? Because they hid the truth. The 95% relates to the relative risk reduction. And none of you, I bet, know what relative risk reduction is. I had to look it up. It's the absolute risk reduction you need to look at. And there was an article in the Lancet that got pulled. The absolute risk reduction is 0.84%. Why the bloody hell would you take a vaccine at that? You've got a risk and you've got a benefit of almost zero. Sorry, I'll get off my high horse, but all I can say is think of those poor, unfortunate NHS workers and the carers. The carers, I mean, come on. They had to be dismissed on Armistice Day. My father fought for the Germans. He fought the Germans. He was incarcerated in Japan. For goodness sake, wake up, everyone. Freedom, it has to be earned. And these politicians have got to face us and explain why did they take our freedoms away. They have no right to do this. And after we get this over, we need to have a root and branch change to our democracy. So this can never
Never. Well said.